So I really don't like social media much myself personally. So I like the fact that someone else is managing that for me and bringing leads in. So, the money that I spend on advertising has been returned by, leads and incoming customers looking to sell their properties so that I can get a return on my investment. It's a great opportunity to have an experienced team of people giving you a hand, so you get more sales closed, you can get more stuff going, and you can focus on helping more customers and ultimately making more money at the end of the day.
Yeah, so just start with your name, Troy, and your agency there.
Yeah,
Where
hello,
you
I'm
focus.
Troy from View Real Estate.
Yeah. And where are you currently, working out
I'm
of?
based out of Darwin, Northern Territory.
Why did you decide to, jump on board with Icon and work with us?
The market in Darwin's pretty busy at the moment, and I just wanted basically, I looked at it as a bit of an assistant, like someone to give me a hand with listings and follow up leads and stuff while I focus on, closing and selling.
What was happening before you came on to Icon? Were you pretty busy before then, or?
Yeah, it was pretty busy, but I was just doing everything by myself.
Yeah.
So yeah, just basically get a bit of a hand so I can focus on the customers.
How many listings were you doing roughly before coming on board with the Icon there?
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I think I did about 40 listings last year, some joint, some solo. So yeah, I also wanted to raise my solo listings.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're a pretty good track record for our office. So I think I only have one property, come off market. Every other property we've had, we've sold since I started about 3 years ago.
Yeah, look, and how many you think you're doing now because of coming on Icon?
Look, it's probably similar in line at the moment, but that's a reflection mostly of the market in the Northern Territory at the moment. So it's a very hot market. So there's a lot of agents competing for the same listings.
Mm.
There's also a lot of the bigger agencies are selling a lot of the rent rolls straight to investors. So
Yeah.
properties that would normally naturally come to the market over time are just being sold off market. So other agencies don't really get a crack at them. So the biggest driving thing at the moment is everyone's short on listings. So even
Mm.
just having the same opportunity sort of level as before, when other agents are feeling the shortage of listings, I think is just a testament to how well it works.
What's the biggest deal? Like, what's the biggest win you've had so far with us? Do you think is it just like the listings or like the opportunities you sort of had, or?
I think it's just getting in front of people. So, customers that I wouldn't normally come across. A lot of my business previously has been through open homes, and same as a lot of agents, you get opportunities through open homes. You have people coming and looking to buy properties, and then you talk to them and they like you, and then they often want to sell their own house before they move into a new one,
Mm.
unless they're just buying for investment. But a lot of the people we see in Darwin would normally just be looking to buy for themselves. So there's often a lot of opportunity there just to win new listings just by being present at open homes.
Mm.
The market at the moment, so much is selling in the first open or not even making it to an open home that you're just not getting those opportunities to get in front of people. So that's hard, especially as a fairly new agent. You got to look at different avenues to engage with people and find new clients that are looking to sell. Because often, ringing people up after hours and knocking on doors and stuff, a lot of people aren't as receptive to that. And, they're often busy with their families and kids and dinner and all that sort of
Mm.
stuff. So I find
Yeah.
using this sort of method of selling, it allows people to already engage with you. So it's more of a warm lead. So you're not just literally, cold calling, knocking on a door. And, that's purely just a numbers game because you're just trying to find the right person that wants to sell right when you knock on the door. Whereas,
Yeah.
people are engaging with the advertisement, they're clicking on it, and that they're already interested in selling. So when you're talking to them, you know that they're someone that either, as long as they're not mucking around, for the most part, they're people that actually do want to sell their properties. So they're more engaged and they're more likely to be doing something.
What did you expect when you coming on board with us? What did you sort of expect?
Yeah, I've been happy with everything we've been doing at this point. So, it's pretty much what I expected. You guys are doing a great job getting access to stuff. You're managing things. So I really don't like social media much myself personally. So
Yeah.
I like the fact that someone else is managing that for me and bringing leads in. So, the money that I spend on advertising has been returned by, leads and incoming customers looking to sell their properties so that I can get a return on my investment, and then, once as you break even and things like that, because it is expensive to advertise on Facebook and places like that. But over time, it's also getting exposure for your brand and having more people see you out and about. So you're more likely to get other phone calls randomly down the track as well because they keep seeing you pop up everywhere. So I
Yeah.
think in general, it's a net positive. Same as doing like a billboard or some sort of advertisement on the highway or the roads. It's just general exposure and raising awareness for who you are and what you do.
Cool. Also, we've generated you roughly, what's 2 listings. That's roughly around about, what's that, 30 or almost $30,000 in commission there. Yeah. And then we've got 3 good opportunities coming up as well. That's almost listed. But we also missed one as well that was listed by somebody else, which is unfortunate,
Yep.
but that's how things
It
go.
happens.
And
And you can't avoid that all the time. And like I said, it's very competitive out there at the moment. So I find there's a lot of agents that are just charging, 1.5, 1.8% commission,
yeah.
and they're just winning the listing just by being the cheapest.
Mm, mm.
And the customers that are looking for the cheapest, that's fine. I'd rather someone that wants to get the best sale price for their property. And what I enjoy about real estate is just helping people move on to the next stage of their life. Whatever it is they want to do, whether they're retiring or
Yeah.
getting something for their kids or whatever it is. That's what
Yeah.
I enjoy about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, if at the end of the day, everybody's making money, which is great, but I get the most satisfaction out of those sort of clients. So if they're just purely focused on cheapest commission, then it's not really worth all the time and effort that I put into it, because you end up making
Yeah.
nothing by the
Yeah.
time you pay your taxes and pay the office and all the other stuff. So I find I'd rather have stick to my guns with what I'm worth. And
Yeah. Yeah.
the better you negotiate for yourself, it shows the client that you're also going to negotiate for them. If you got someone
Mm,
that just
mm.
drops their pants straight away and just goes for the cheapest commission, then is that person going
Yeah.
to get? Are they going to get the sale price? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we've had some 2 solid listings come through,
Yep.
which is paid off your investment. And now we've got 13 opportunities left to book in, and
Yep.
then we've also got the other 12 appraisals we booked in for you that could potentially, list as
Yep.
well. Honestly, are you glad that you made the investment
Yeah.
and made the jump to Icon?
Oh, 100%. It's been great so far, mate. So it's
Yeah,
just getting more listings come over. So we've had a lot of clients that are looking to do stuff a few months down the track. So those ones basically just keeping in touch with them and just
yeah,
keep
just
doing them, and,
nurturing.
and when they're ready to sell, then they pop back up.
Coming on board with us, you think that's really helped with your confidence in real estate? You think it's really maybe a bit more of a push there, made you busier, sort of thing, or?
Oh, I think it's for me. It's not so much confidence. It's more just give me a bit of relief in some ways, so that I can
Yeah,
focus on other parts of the sales process that I enjoy more. And I
yeah.
know that I got a team of guys giving me a hand in the background, so that I can just ultimately get through, a higher volume of sales over the year.
Yeah, well, look, so you've got a bit of a pipeline going, and we've got a few things coming up as well, which is great. If another agent came to you and they were, on the fence about working with Icon, coming on board with us,
Yep.
what would you tell them there, Troy?
Stay out of Darwin. No. No, I'd tell them, if depending what they enjoy doing with the real estate side, that it's a great opportunity to have an experienced team of people giving you a hand, so you get more sales closed, you can get more stuff going, and you can focus on helping more customers and ultimately making more money at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
All right. Well, thanks, Troy. Thanks a lot.